Speaking of creepy masks, here are Hayden Christensen's eyes.
Oh, no.
Oh, shit, they fell out of my glasses. Oh, they're on my tits. Oh, there we go. That's a hit. Oh, shit, one's in. Oh, god damn it. It's getting into my crotch. Fuck. God, cock, damn it. Well, that's lost.
We were drinking from a very classy, delicious box of wine. And I realized the problem with that, when you're doing that at events, is that it's really hard to tell how much you've been drinking because it's just a box and you can't see. And then you wake up the next morning with a really bad hangover. So that's fun.
Ah, yes.
If only you could have counted the number of glasses you would pour down your gullet.
Nope, that's not going to happen.
Blythe is the Segway queen tonight.
I'm just saying.
You could practically be Paul Blart Mall Cop. That's how on top of these Segways you are.
That is offensive, and I do not appreciate it.
I liked it.
You would.
Also, you're dumb, Rissy.
What was that song we made up?
Fine, we.
Wasn't it kind of a group effort?
Well, I don't know what you're talking about.
The song about holes.
That could be so many things.
I was going to say, I know not of what you speak.
It was like a little a ditty to teach children about consent by talking about holes.
Give me some more context here. When was this?
I don't remember. Like, how often are we hanging out and then a song happens?
Well, okay, that's good information. We were hanging out in person?
Yes.
Okay. Now, ballpark it for me. Was it like last Gen Con or was it like 4 years ago?
Oh, I have no clue on that. Like, Amanda was there, so that's about the
sometime in the last
frame
5 years then, so.
Oh, good.
Not that much.
Who knows? I've got holes. You've got holes. We've got holes. Don't put things in anybody's holes unless they say you can.
Are you sure that was us?
I'm pretty sure. I mean, who else would have been hanging out with?
I literally don't know, but I have no recollection of anything like that.
I swear to God, we made that up. Like, we talked about it, and like, that's because that was its final form, but I think it went through like some slight revision.
I mean, that sounds vaguely familiar to me, but I don't know if that's just because that's the sort of thing we do, or if I'm actually remembering something for reals.
For realsies.
For reals.
There was discussion of creating butterfly stamp art. So that...
Is it butterfly or clam stamp?
Oh, no. The butterfly stamp is my favorite because it looks like a butterfly.
It does. Like,
I mean, yes, it is your clam, but if you stamp it and then you look at it, it's like a butterfly.
That's true. I guess I'd heard clam stamp or clam tap when a woman, like, you know, basically teabags a guy for like a clam tap.
Sure, but I mean, they call it a mushroom stamp because it looks like
oh no, that's a very good point. Yeah, so butterfly stamps. I like this terminology. And then we can send them to people and be like, oh, what a wonderful work of art you have. Who are the artists? Well,
Rissy's vagina, actually.
You know, crazier things have been featured, like, in museums, so...
Also, technically, it would be Rissy's labia.
Yes, because it's not... Well, I mean, I guess I could have a prolapse and paint with that, but I'd rather not.
I think you should maybe sing to the prolapse rather than using it for art. You should maybe go to your doctor.
So you know how, like, starfish, like, if they get really hungry, they'll, like, push their stomach outside their bodies and they can eat that way? What if you could push your uterus outside your body and make it crawl around and, like, grab onto things?
Like, to get pregnant?
Kind of crazy world where, like, you had to, like, catch sperm like that. Like, sperm was just, like, guys would just jack off into the air and, like, you'd have to be, like, your uterus would be like, dum 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 dum.
And when your biological clock is really ticking, so, like, right around, like, age, like, 36, 38, your uterus just climbs out. It's like, you're not getting the job done. I'll get the job done for us, and just starts latching onto dicks.
Yes. Like, boom.
That happened to a friend of mine once. It was painful.
We're just engaging in all sorts of foreplay.
I'm wet. How about you guys?
So moist. Very full of mucus in a sexy way.